What are you looking at? I don't see why you have to behave like children here. Nor do I. We have to respect divinity. This is a remarkable thing about democracy. That we are not required by a male to come down here and decide on whether or not on the guilt or innocence of a man we have not known before. We have nothing to lose or gain by our birthday. This is one of the reasons why we are strong. We should not make it a personal thing. Why do you think? We forget sometimes. It's good to be reminded. I'm glad we're going to be civilized about this.
Well, we're still nowhere. No, we're somewhere or getting there. Well, who's got an idea?
I think maybe we should try to have a vote. Ms. Foreman, it's alright with me. Anyone who doesn't want to vote? Let's vote.
Yes.
I want an open ballot. Let's call our votes out. I want to know who stands where. That sounds fair. Anyone object? I'll call out your jury numbers and you tell me guilty or not guilty. I say guilty. 2, not guilty. 3, guilty. 4, guilty. 5,
Not guilty.
6, not guilty. 7,
Guilty.
8, not guilty. 9, not guilty. 10, guilty. 11, not guilty. 12,
Guilty.
that's 6 to 6. I'll tell you something. The crime is being committed right in this room. The vote is 6 to 6. Look, I am ready to walk into court right now and declare to hung jury. There's no point in going on any longer. I'd like to know why you changed your vote, and why you changed your vote, and why you did. There are 6 of us here who think that murder is being turned loose. Emotions just won't do. Why? It was seen that the old man did not see the boy run downstairs. I don't think it likely that he heard the boy scream, "I'm going to kill you." Old man dreamed, and if the boy did scream that he was actually going to kill, then we have the authority of this lady to prove to us that it might not really mean that he's going to kill.
Honestly, why don't we just walk into court and tell them that we're a hung jury? Let the kid take his chances with 12 other jurors.
6 to 6. I don't think we'll ever agree on anything else. It's got to be unanimous. We're never going to convince her.
Tell you what, maybe we're a hung jury. It happens sometimes. No, we're not going to be a hung jury. But we are right now. A perfect balance. 6 to 6.
If there's reasonable doubt, I just don't see it. But there is doubt in my mind. Then maybe we should vote.
What do you mean, vote?
Not again. I still want to know. Vote on what? Are we or aren't we a hung jury?
You mean both that yes, we are a hung jury, or no, we are not a hung jury?
That's just what I was thinking. So, I don't think we can agree on whether or not we're a hung jury. We can't even agree on whether or not the window should be open. Let's make it a majority vote. The majority wins. So if 7 or more of us vote yes, that we're a hung jury, then we take it to the judge and tell him we're a hung jury? Right, and if 7 or more of us vote no, then we keep on discussing it. It doesn't seem quite right to me. It's the only solution.
I agree. It's the only way we'll ever get out of here. Anything to end this.
Agreed then, 7 or more votes yes, and we take it to the judge?
Yeah.
I vote yes, we are a hung jury. 2,
No.
3, yes. 4,
Yes.
5,
No.
6, 7,
Yes.
8,
No.
9,
No.
10, yes. 11,
No.
12.
Yes.
Oh no! It's 6 to 6 again. Oh my god, we can't even get a majority to decide whether or not we're a hung jury. I went along with the majority on this question, and I didn't agree on voting like this. Not really, and I still don't. So I'm changing my vote. I say no, we're not a hung jury. I still think that the boy is guilty, but there are some things I'd like to find out from those who changed their mind. Then we aren't a hung jury, so we go on. Why did you change your mind? She seems so sure, and she's made a number of good points, while she only gets mad and insults everybody. Does the anger and the insults change the guilt of the boy? He did do it. Are you going to turn a murderer loose just because one juror gets angry because she thinks a murderer is being turned loose?
That's true.
There is. I don't see it. The track is straight in front of the window. Let's take that point. So the L train would have made a low rumbling noise. L trains screech when they go around curves. And the old man could have heard a scream, which is high-pitched. And they live in a tenement. And they do have thin walls.
Good, that's it.
And what if the old man you to listen to the sleep. Now, it may have taken the murderer a few seconds to get out a handkerchief and wipe away all the fingerprints. That's right.
I mean, sure.
What are we? Here? Yeah, why don't we just time this one? And then just time it. Okay, what I'm saying is that the old man may have been wrong on the time it took him to get to the door, but right about whom he saw running down the stairs. Now, it may have taken the murderer 35 seconds to wipe away all the fingerprints and get down the hall and down the stairs to where the old man may have seen him. The boy, that is. That's right. We reconstructed the old man getting out of bed and going to the door. He timed it too. Maybe we should reconstruct the actual crime. As well as we can reconstruct it.
I think the murder could use 30 to 40 seconds at best.
Alright, let's reconstruct the killing then.
Yes, let's.
Where's this actual knife?
Here it is.
Why don't you do the stabbing? No, let me do it. Here we go. Okay, then why don't you be the one to get stabbed? Sure, you take 1 second to fall. Oh, and he was found on his side, his right side. So fall and roll onto your right side. Okay. If anyone hates another person enough, don't you think it's reasonable to suppose that the murderer would have taken a few seconds to take a look at his victim? Huh?
Sure. Seems possible.
Wait a second, one thing more. The father fell and ended up on his right side, but stabbing someone isn't like shooting someone. So he would have worked around for a few seconds, maybe lying on the floor breathing, maybe? That's quite possible, because there would have been enough oxygen in the system to wear him out for a few seconds. I should think, wouldn't the father have cried out? Maybe the kid held his mouth. Wait, there's another point we might bring out. If anyone's is clear enough mentally to wipe away the fingerprints after murdering someone, that person is also clear enough mentally to look around the apartment, or the room in this case, to see if there's any other clues. It would only be for a second or two, but he still would have looked around. Right. Anyone else want to say anything? Well, this gets better and better. We're trying to make it clear. One doesn't talk about quality when a murder is involved. Alright, let's do it. About this on the fingerprints. The boy wipes off the fingerprints off the door, above the doorknob. Then what about the doorknob? If I saw a man coming into my house, a man who hated me, he came in, I would start screaming. I think even a man would have uneasy feelings for that. So the doorknob must have been wiped. That's true. And it would have taken time. You time the last one. Why did you time this one too? I can do that. Alright, so I'm going to put one more on the start. This is going to represent the hand. I want that hand to be exactly at 60. I'm going to kill you! So this is the door. He would have wiped both knobs. So, right. 20, 25, 29 seconds and a half. And whoever did murder the old man, and I still think it's the boy, still had to get down the hall and down the stairs where the old man may have seen him. You see? And now, so it's reasonable to suppose that the old man may have been wrong on the time, but in view of this, I think it's reasonable to suppose that he did see the boy running down the stairs.
Yeah, I guess.
So now both time sequences are checked.
The ones you did and the ones we did. What, with running down the stairs and everything, it does pretty much check out in time.
I mean, sure, he's an old man who wants attention, but he does feel the way everyone else does. There's a life at stake here.
To the story, the old man may well be true. Except for the fact that he absolutely swore under oath that it took him 15 seconds. And we all seem to agree it was around 25 to 35 seconds later. Look, now you're admitting the old man lied in one case and told the truth in the other. This proving that he is indeed a liar. And this, by the way, on your own admissions. That may be true that the old man lies in part, but I think it will change my vote once more. Guilty. Well, what do you think? I don't know. At first I thought guilty, and then I changed. Now I might be swinging back towards guilty. What do you think? No, I'm now in real doubt. I say guilty. I was right the first time. Now we're beginning to make sense in here. It seems to be about 9 guilty and 3 still not
about the old man downstairs. Who of you lives in an apartment building?
I don't know what you're thinking, but I know what I know. And what is that? I do not live in a tenement, but it is close, and there's just enough light so you can see the steps. And no more light bulbs are so small. And the murder took place in a tenement. Remember how we all stumbled on the stairs during our visit there?
Exactly, and the police had to use big bulb flashlights, remember?
An old man who missed just the time by 20 seconds. This old man looked down the dark hallway and could see a running figure.
Exactly, and he was 100% wrong about the time it took him because he was just kind of double the time wrong.
Yeah, so then could he not be 100% wrong about whom he saw on the stairs? That's the most stupid thing I've ever heard. How could you just making that up of thin air? You truly feel there's no hope for reading about that?
Yeah, I do.
I beg your pardon, but maybe you don't understand the term reasonable doubt.
What do you mean I don't understand the term reasonable doubt? Look at her. She comes to this country and she's barely living her life. She takes one breath of air and she thinks she can tell me how to live my life? The nerve! How dare you!
I mean, no one's asking where anyone came from.
I was born right here.
Or where your mother came from.
You racist. Maybe we should take a few tips from people who come barging into our lives. Maybe they know something that we clearly don't know.
Please, I'm used to this.
No, it's not our right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize. Is that what you want?
Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Thanks.
All right, let's stop the arguing. Who's got something constructive to say?
Well, something has been bothering me though. This whole business about the stab wound and how it was made of the downwarding of it, you know?
Don't we have to go over this again? They already went over it and over it in the courtroom.
I know they did, but I don't go along with it. The boy is 5 feet 8 inches tall. That's a difference of 6 inches.
Okay, you're not going to be satisfied until it shows. I'm going to do a demonstration. Somebody get up right now. Somebody.
What do you want?
Okay, is this about 6 inches?
That's more than 6 inches.
Okay, let it be more.
Look out! What's the matter with
That
you?
was not funny. Nobody's hurt, are they?
Are you serious? No, it's okay. Nobody is hurt.
Okay, this is how I'd stab someone taller than me. Down and in. You know, tell me I'm wrong.
No,
Down
you
and
are
in.
wrong because
I
let me
guess
ask you
no
this.
argument. Let the woman talk.
Okay.
Down and in. I
Talk.
guess there's no argument.
Let me ask you this. You ever stabbed anyone?
Of course not.
Have you? You tell me.
Don't be silly.
Have you?
No,
Where
I
did you get
haven't.
all this information from?
It's just common sense.
Common sense. You ever seen anyone get stabbed? Because this is not common sense.
No.
Right. I want to ask you all something. This boy was an experienced knife fighter. He even was sent to reform school for stabbing someone. Wait a minute. What's the matter with me?
I've seen knife fights. In my back garden. On the vacant lot across the street. On my back stoop, too many of them. Nice to you in the neighborhood. But I didn't think of this earlier. Guess you're trying to get these things.
I can't hear you.
Anyone who's ever used a knife would never stab downwards. You don't handle it that way. You use it underhand. I suppose it's conceivable that he could have made that kind of wound, but it's not likely. Not if the kid had any experience with knives, and we know the kid had a lot of experience with knives.
I don't believe it. Neither do I. You're just giving us a lot of mumbo jumbo.
What do you think? And you?
I don't know. I personally think that everything's already been said and I'm so tired. Can we just wrap it up and I'll go home?
Okay, before we decide on anything, I just want to try to pull this all together because right now it's scattered.
This should be good. Alright, so turn. Go ahead.
I'm an advertiser. I'm used to big shots putting things together. Let's chip a few shots and see if anything lands on the screen.
Advertising.
Okay, you know what? I want you all to think of this logically and consistently.
You already have. Guilty.
No, not like that. I want to ask you all, is this kid smart or dumb?
What do you mean?
Look, I have a few notes here, I'm just going to state them out. This is a kid who's gone to reform school for knife fighting. The night of the murder, he bought a knife, and it was
take a stupid kid to go and murder a man, his own father, may I add, with a weapon that everyone associates with a kid. Okay. However, if he were dumb, then why would he make the kind of wound that an inexperienced man would make? Because what? Alright, because clearly he isn't. Because to murder someone would take great emotion, great hatred, in fact, and at that moment he has to handle the knife to the best of his abilities. And the skilled knife fighter would handle it as he's always handled it. Yeah, I'm right. Underhand. And a man who had no absolute experience would handle it overhand. You see, this kid is being very smart. Everyone knows his experiences, so what he does is he's smart enough at that moment to make himself and make the wound look like it was made by an amateur, even though he clearly isn't. As well as the fact that he is smart enough to wipe away the fingerprints, and even smart enough, may I add, to wait for an L train to pass by. Now, let me ask you this again. Is this kid smart or dumb?
Wait a minute.
Wait.
If the woman across the L tracks saw the murder through the L train, then someone on the L train must have seen it too.
Exactly. A dumb man. A man swept by emotion. And probably he heard nothing because whilst he was stabbing this man, the L train was going by and he probably couldn't even hear it.
Okay, so what's your point?
My point is, this kid is dumb enough to associate everything in himself with the knife, and then at that moment, after the murder, he becomes smart again, smart enough to make the kind of wound that would lead us to suspect someone else. You see, yet at that same moment, he was dumb enough to do the killing as an L was going by. But then a moment later, he is smart enough, suddenly, to wipe the fingerprints away. This kid is confusing, I know, but let me tell you, to make this boy guilty, you have to say he's dumb from 8 to midnight, and then smart again from midnight onwards. But he's so stupid, he doesn't even think of a good alibi. But, now, let me ask you this for the third time. Is this kid smart or dumb? To know if he's smart or dumb, we have to toss his intelligence like a pancake. Do you all understand? Okay? Alright. See, clearly there's reasonable doubt.
I'm sold on reasonable doubt.
Great.
I think I'm too.
I still think he's guilty.
I think we should have another vote.
Okay, there's another vote called for. I guess the quickest way is a show of hands. Anyone object? No. All those voting not guilty, raise your hand. 9. All those voting guilty. The vote is 9 to 3 in favor of acquittal. I don't understand, Pete. How can you believe this kid is innocent? Look, these people lie all the time, and I'm not going to be there to tell you what the truth is. These people get drunk and bang, they're lying in the gutter. That's just how they are. You know them. You know what I mean? Violent. And where are you all going? I'm sleeping my peace. Listen to me. What? Listen to me. Okay, that's enough. Shut up! I'm speaking my piece and you listen to me! I've had enough of you. If you open your mouth one more time, I'm going to gouge your eyes. I was only trying to tell you. Alright, everyone, sit down. Sit down!
We heard you.
I still think that the boy is guilty. To me, the most damning evidence was given by the woman across the street who claimed she actually saw the murder committed. That's right. As far as I can see, that's the most important testimony. Okay, so I think I can recount what her testimony was accurately. She said she went to bed that night at 11 o'clock, and her bed was right next to the open window, and she could look out the window and see directly into the open window across the street. Now, she tossed and turned for over an hour, unable to fall asleep. And when she turned around at around 12:10, she looked out the window and saw the boy stab his father. Now, to me, this is unshakable testimony. Exactly, that's the whole case. Frankly, in view of this, I can't see how you could vote for an acquittal.
I don't know. There's just so much evidence to say.
What do you mean, I don't know? You can throw out all the other evidence. I mean, I don't deny the validity of the point she has made. You can see that on one side of the tracks, there's doubt. But what can you say about the woman? She saw it. What's the time? 10 minutes of 6. Oh my gosh, do you think they'll let us go home and finish this in the morning? I have a kid at home.
Not a chance.
Wait, hold up. Can't you see the time without your glasses? Well, not clearly.
in the middle of the night when you kind of have to check time.
Well, I put my glasses on to look at the clock.
I just lay there in bed and wait for the clock to chime. My father gifted it to me when my husband and I married. It was a long time till I had a place to put it.
Do you sleep with your glasses?
What? No, of course not. No one wears glasses to bed.
The woman who testified that she saw the killing, didn't she wear glasses?
Did she? Of course, the women wore bifocals. I remember this very clearly. They looked quite strong. Funny, never thought of that.
Wait, I think it's logical to say that she was obviously not wearing glasses to bed, and I don't think she put them on just to casually glance out of her window. You see, she testified the murder took place across the street, and that she saw the body fall, as well as she looked out, the lights went out. But she couldn't have had time to put her glasses on. Now perhaps, let me ask you, this woman honestly saw the boy killing his father? I don't think so, because she can't. She didn't have her glasses. She obviously saw it where.
What do you mean? Maybe she's farsighted. How does she know everything?
Does anyone here still think there's reasonable doubt?
I will always wonder, but there is.
Anyone else?
I think I'm good now. There is reasonable doubt. I still think it's guilty.
Well, can't you see? You're all alone.
11 votes not guilty. 1 vote guilty. I don't care whether or not I'm alone. I still have a right.
Yes, you have a right, but you're still alone.
Well, I told you I think he's guilty. What else do you want?
We want your arguments.
I gave you my arguments.
No, you didn't. They weren't enough. Clearly, you still think the boy's guilty, but you can't convince anyone.
Tell her. Look, you come up. You made up all the arguments. Look, you're going to let a guilty man loose in the streets. A murderer. Please say with me. Sorry. I think I'm convinced. I don't think I'm wrong with very often, but I think I was about this. There is reason about.
Well, is there anything to say? Because, I mean, I honestly...
You're not going to intimidate me. I'm entitled to my opinion.
No, I honestly, genuinely do really hope that you get some sleep maybe in a few months after this all happens out.
You're all alone.
It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone.
If it's a hung jury, that'll be another trial. Some of us will point these things out to the various lawyers.
All right.
They're leaving, so just like, if you have anything to say, say it now. Before they leave.
Not guilty.
very much. First of all, we'd like to thank the support of the KICS administration, and without them, we won't be here. And also, my head of department, Paula. Thank you very much. And I'd like to thank my wife also for tolerating me. Ignoring me because of the paint in my pants and my shirt. So, anyway, thank you, Pans. I love you.
And thank you.
Thank you very much, audience.
Thanks.